So notice in our appointments form, when we enter a new appointment or modify an appointment, we have a date that comes from the date picker, and then we have a text box into which the user will enter the time. So now we have to combine these two to create an actual appointment schedule. So let's go to our appointments class, and I'm going to create a function, and it can be a shared one because this doesn't necessarily need to have the whole object of the appointments. We can simply call this function directly. So I'll do public shared, and it's gonna be a function that I'll call combined DateTime. And we need to pass in the time as well as the date. So let's pass in a date that's coming from the date picker. So this is already in the form of DateTime. And then we have the time, which is coming from just a text box. So let's pass that in. And the two can be of type DateTime. And this function will return the schedule, which is gonna be the DateTime type. So to put it all together, the date and time, we can use a TimeSpan. So I'm going to create a variable for that. I'll call it TS for TimeSpan, and we'll create a new instance of TimeSpan. And what we want is the hour and the minute for this date. So we'll use a time dot hour, and we also want the time for the minute. So a time dot minute. And we don't want any seconds, so we'll simply enter 0. So now we have the time, and all we have to do is now add it to the date. So it will give us the date as well as the time for this time span. So we can return that directly. So we'll do a return statement and return the date or a date that we are passing into this function dot add, and we are adding the time span for the hours and minutes. So it's gonna be TS in the add method. And this will return the date and time combined. And last, of course, we also need the update, insert, and delete methods.